I'm turning the tables.
Welcome to Turning the Tables. Today I'm sitting with Michelle Barone, powerhouse entrepreneur, media personality, and the host of her own show. We're talking all about what drives her, what's next, and the wild ride she has building her brand. Hi, Michelle.
What's up, Teresa?
How are you? And hi, Ashley.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You guys are a powerhouse together, right?
Love you, Teresa. Thank you for having us. This is so cool.
No, I love it. And your podcast is called Red.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. And I wore red for you.
I love you.
Yeah, in
You always
honor
look
of you.
beautiful.
So I wore red for you.
You always look beautiful. That's a beautiful
Thank
shirt.
you.
You have the best outfits. I love
your red lipstick.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
we had to wear red a little.
You have
Yeah.
to.
I mean, Ashley wore red,
It's on
right?
the inside. Yeah.
Yeah. I made sure I wore red for you.
Oh.
All right, so let's get started. How did you get your start in the media and broadcasting world?
That's an interesting question. I knocked on a lot of doors. So when I was 16, I started singing. And at 18, I found a woman named Elizabeth Paris Pryor. Don't even ask. But she was the best. She heard me on a local radio station, and I did a contest, and I got I don't know what place, like 6th or something, nothing major. But she was like, oh my God, I loved your voice. And I, the guy I work with, Neville Hodge, God rest his soul, said, I work with Mariah Carey. He wants to meet you. I said, all right, I'll meet him. Let's do it.
So you started singing at 16.
I started singing at 5.
5.
I wrote my first song at 6, and I won a national competition. The song was called I Don't Know.
Okay.
And my cousin came to me and said, do you want to write a song? He was a drummer, a little odd guy. Love him, cousin Danny, but he's a little odd. But he's
don't
a good
be mean
guy.
to cousin
I'm not
Danny.
being mean. It's just, it's okay. He likes being odd. So anyway, he said, I want to write a song. And I said, all right. And I said, I don't know what to call it. He goes, well, let's call it I Don't Know. And it did. It won a contest. I don't know if you guys know NISMA. They had like a songwriting thing. So it took me till 5th grade, but I submitted it with our music teacher. And anyway, that's how I started getting in this whole world, was through music. And I thought I was going to be the next badass Britney Spears, all this, Mariah Carey. I sang everything. And I did a lot of singing. I sang in over 500 venues in 2.5 years.
Wow.
And I sang the anthem for, tens of thousands of people, multiple stadiums all over the place. I opened for Neo, Black Eyed Peas, Like a G6. I mean, so many.
Like a G6.
Like a G6.
Yeah, I love
that. Winter, Gordon, everybody in the dance world. I had Rue Martinez was my manager, and I toured with Snap. I did songs with everybody that was in dance music.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
yeah. And then I was
love
like, I want to have a family. So I went to go work for a bank for a little while. And then I got the itch, and I was like, I got to do something big. And the radio station, I was there for 18 years because I first started in radio, which was your question. I first started in radio, and I gave them CDs because back then you would just sell your CDs out of the back of your car. And I met this guy named Chris Marino. And Chris Marino has been an integral part of my life. He got me every deal in radio I ever had with iHeart and everybody else. And he's an amazing person and has carried me along with him and always given me every opportunity. So after being a part-time host for 18 years, he said, we have a new podcast platform coming out. I think you'd be great. I know you want to go bigger with this and be on a bigger platform. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And it took us a year to create Red. We came up with every name in the book that described us. And we worked with Beyonce's Perfume line creator. She was a creative director, Christina. And she came up with the concept. And then Red was born. And that was it.
I love it.
So, yeah, it's been a long road. It's been 20 years of being on the grind.
I've done it my whole life.
Wait, and how long have you had Red?
So I've had Red for just over 2 years.
Okay.
And we've featured so many amazing people. You one of them. I love you. And
Love you
you're
too.
the best.
No,
and we built such a good friendship. I'm so thankful for, connecting to so many people from the show. So it's been amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm proud to call you a friend. Yeah, no, really am.
Me too, babe.
What made you want to launch your own show?
That's a great question. I think Ashley and I, when she was growing up, and you could tell you're part of the story, but
I feel like growing up, we always talked about doing our own show. And then it was my sophomore year of high school. We were like, we have to have some sort of show. And then we started our YouTube vlog channel for our family vlogs. And that was, honestly, I'd like if no one ever went to look for them. I was like a junior in high school editing them and posting them. And then we were sitting at your dining room table for like literally like 6 months, like talking about how we wanted a show.
Yep.
And then like it just started.
It finally started. And, you know, Ashley was a great partner and a perfect partner. I mean, she's drop dead gorgeous and just
Thank you.
my sister's daughter, and she always wanted to be in the business. She always saw me hustling and going to this event and, you know, being on this carpet and doing this in radio. And she was just like, well, what the heck do you actually do? And I was like, I'm going to bring you along. When you turn 21, you're mine, girl. We'll go. And
Did I meet her mom?
you didn't meet her. She was
Not
working.
yet, yeah.
But you
okay.
will.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will. She's a little louder than the other two.
Okay. I met the other two
Yeah,
sisters.
she did.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She did. She did. But we're all big family. We got 23 nieces and nephews in my family.
That's
Grandkids.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
yeah, I come from a small family, but
Yeah.
but I have 4 daughters,
I
so
know.
I'm gonna have that
Right,
one day.
yeah,
You will.
yeah.
You're the one that's
Best.
building it.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if they want to have that many kids, each of them, because they saw me having 4 kids, and it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
even
a-
if each have 2.
yeah, I mean, I think that's like the most, like, but you know, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not that kind of
Yeah.
Nonna. I'm
You're
like,
gonna be a glam mom.
yeah,
Come on.
I'm definitely a glam. I know my kids are like, Ma, you're so not a Nonna.
No.
I'm like, yeah, no, I'm so not a Nonna. I'm like, I'm gonna be the Nonna that's traveling. I'll
Yeah.
bring gifts back.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, don't ask me to babysit. Very rare.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the babysitting type. Yeah.
I hear you, girl.
So.
I'm the same. It's hard enough to babysit my own kids. That's terrible.
I can attest to that.
You've worked with a lot of different types of talent.
Yep.
What's been the most rewarding part of it?
Oh my gosh, that's a really interesting question. You know, music is always gonna have a special place in my heart. I love being on stage. That's where I sing. Podcasting's amazing too because I love conversation and I'm interested in people. I don't know if it's a solo person. I think it's more the conversations I've learned from people that have really made something of their lives. You know, whether it's a CEO of a Fortune 500 company or being in a boardroom with people who have graduated from Harvard and learning about them, or being on a podcast with someone like you who's the OG of reality TV, to, you know, someone who's an international superstar and has traveled the world 10 times over. It's iconic to be in rooms like that and talk to people and find out how they did it. And everyone's experience is different,
Right.
you know, for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, absolutely. I mean, I feel like we've just met so many people and we've heard so many stories, and like it really does give you like a different outlook for life, like when you like listen to all these stories.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
the most important thing that I learned throughout my life, if I could ever give someone a tip, because a lot of people may DM me, how do you do this and how do you do that? And I like to inspire people. It's important to me. I think it's networking. I think it's getting out there and meeting people, connecting and providing value for other people. And I just do
Yes.
that naturally because I love people.
Yeah, I just learned that. Like we were out in Bahrain.
Yeah.
And the person that we connected with, that was his magic word, networking.
Yeah.
He's like, I love networking
Mhm.
and bringing people together. And I think that's really important.
Yeah.
So
It is.
networking is like, that's like when you said that, I was like, ding, like
Yep.
it clicked in my head because that's like really true.
And Louie is a master networker. I love and appreciate him so much from a business perspective because he's done so much for so many people around him. I mean, I met him
Yes.
at dinner, and the love he shares for you, I love. I think it's a
So
beautiful
sweet.
thing.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's rare and beautiful, and not everybody has that. And I also think,
Well, your husband has that with
yes,
you too.
we're lucky.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
know.
we vibe.
I know you guys got it figured out.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, we got you next.
yeah.
But it's also, I think, from a business perspective, he's so smart and super connector. You know, every hour he's like, boom, I have this connection here, and I do the same. And I think we just have this synergy of understanding how connection brings people together and makes momentum. And momentum makes, at the end of the day, it makes movement, it makes money.
Yeah, no.
You know?
I love seeing you work. No, you're like a
my God.
powerhouse.
Love you, girl.
No, really inspirational.
Thank
no,
you.
really.
So are you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Well, I like that. So that's why we
know.
vibe together. Yeah.
And we go out and so many women are drawn to you. You know, I can't tell you how many times we've been from LA, Miami, whatever. And some women come up to you and they're like, you really motivate me. You inspire me. And you're such an icon and you do it with grace. You take every picture with every person, every FaceTime call and everything. You're just like, all right, let's do it every single time. I've never heard you say no, even in your
'cause
times of craziness.
I feel, listen, I know if they want that, I know they're looking forward to that. So I'm not, I don't ever act like a bitch or a diva or anything like that. Like I'm always just like, of course, yes.
I can't believe that's who you actually are because sometimes on the show you're not portrayed that way. And I'm like, I can't believe the person you are in your heart. And I really want people to know that because you are amazing. You're incredible. So,
thank you.
Thankful.
Thank you. Yeah. No, on my show, it's just like people don't understand. It's like, people are attacking me.
Yeah,
It's like they
I
want, I guess they want my spot. And it's like, they're like, let's try to tear Teresa down.
Yeah.
So if we tear her down, then we can take her spot or hurt someone that I love. For instance, my husband. So it's like, that's why I'm always trying to defend myself, which is not always like a fun thing to do.
It's not the best side of you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not. It doesn't show the best side of me. Exactly. And is because, that's happening, and I'm kind of, and it's like, that's the thing. I guess it got old and like, look, that's why now obviously we're on pause, so hopefully, something changes in the future because that's, you should be lifting each other up, not tearing, not tearing people down,
I think people are sick of this, let's rip her hair off and scream and yell. I think it's more about like, really truly inspiring and kindness today. Like you see the people like Mel Robbins out there and how many people are attracted to that. Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty, they're changing the game online about how people should treat people. And then you watch reality TV and it's like, who can bite whose head off the fastest to get famous? And it's just not, it's not authentic anymore. Right. And it's not authentic to somebody like you, who's such a great person, but shows a side of you that's not so great. And I just, if I could say one thing about you as a person, you're amazing. And I just wish everyone knew the real you. That's all I wish.
Thank you.
So, but if I have anything to do with it, they will. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Thank you. What's one of the challenges you face building your brand that people don't always see?
Oh, man, it's hard. It's day and night, 15 hours a day, with my kids or without. I'm a very present mom. When I get home, I turn my phone off. I don't like to talk at night. Only once they go to bed, then I'm on the phone for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, and I vouch that. Yeah, you're like, you remind me of me so much.
Right?
Like, just workhorse, but then very present with your kids, very hands on, which I love.
You know what I loved when I first met you was the moment I walked in your home and your kids were so open. They gave me the biggest hug. And I'm like, oh my God, good, like Italian people do exist. I was like, I feel like I'm home and this is still Hollywood. Like I always felt like in Hollywood, it's like you're kind of going to the dark side. And you're like, Michelle, it's not like that at all. You're like, it's not. We're normal. Like we're amazing people and we're giving. And each one of your kids gave me a hug. They don't need to do that. They didn't even know me. And they were so giving and loving. And my family's like that too. And I do think we have a lot of similarities. I see you cooking lunch for your kids and then taking a call with your network and then you are a superwoman. And, I'm just happy I have someone in my life that's like that because I never had that. I've always had friends that are moms and we see each other at soccer and they're just like, why do you want to do that and torture yourself? And I'm like, this is what I like and enjoy. And like, I'm just thankful to have a circle now of women who are in it and doing the same things and are great mothers and have a work-life balance and are badass boss moms. And like, that's what I want to surround myself with. And that's what I want to help inspire and build up,
Yeah, I mean, you could do both. You could do it both. Yeah, you don't have to just pick one or the other. Being a mom or
right.
Like you could, and that's what we're showing our kids.
Right.
That you could do it. You could do both.
Yeah, and
be
now
a mom
Gia,
and have a brand and be an entrepreneur and all of that. Yeah, now Gia's like kind of following in my footsteps. Yeah.
I love it. And she's just beautiful. Just watching her grow up on screen and now flourishing. I mean, she is amazing. She's good. It's always like seeing that next generation even be better than you.
Well, and that's, and that's what I want. I want, of course, as a mom, like I want her to be better than me. Like I don't, I want her to shine more than I shined,
That's how I feel about her. Like she's like, It took me all these years to get to a certain point, but I want her to have everything. You know, she's beautiful inside and out.
And that's
So,
you're lucky to have an aunt
I
like
know,
that.
I know.
My
that's-
girl.
I know.
That's amazing.
20 what cousins and
Yeah.
I won.
Oh,
You know?
you're the
that's-
only one who wanted this crazy
Yeah,
life.
I know. We're like the two crazy ones of the family, they like to say.
I
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
Aw. How do you balance being a host, entrepreneur, and still finding time for yourself?
Oh, that's a good question. I work in a 2-hour acupuncture and massage every 2 weeks. That's a dead stop. Don't care what I'm doing or who's around. I have to do that every 2 weeks. And I
That's
do it.
important. Yeah,
It is. And I do it
it's
and my body
important
feels good.
to give time to yourself because
Yep.
as moms sometimes we don't do that.
We don't. The working part is so terrible. It's getting harder. It's getting harder to run the business and go more into entertainment. I think at some point to scale, I'm going to have to expand the business. Right now I have Gabby, Ashley, and Tony's team that help with all the marketing things that we do. So social, digital, radio, TV for a breadth of clients. We have about 16 clients and some are project-based, some work with us, month to month. But I would say the month-to-month clients are small, homegrown businesses from the Hudson Valley. We've done huge events, 4,000 or 5,000 people like First Friday. We've done, and that's just to name a few. In my 20 years, I've done thousands of events, not hundreds, thousands.
Wow.
And it's been a lot, I've done every single job you could do in marketing, and being at the bank, taking the bank from $645 million to $1.2 billion gave me a really big perspective on I can accomplish anything. They never thought they were getting there. And I went in there and I was like, I put a plan together and I said, no, we're doing this. And I got the pieces together to make it happen. And that's what I do for businesses and brands. And that's my goal, is to just surround ourselves with the best team possible to keep the momentum forward. What I'm really good at in business is seeing a product that's really good, making it great, and making it money. And saying, okay, how are we going to hit this goal? I'll give you an example. Villa Borghese is one of our clients. They've been a client of mine forever. We sell out every event they have. They're max capacity at everything they do. And it's because of what we market, how we do it, the way we use radio, the way we optimize their budgets, their return on investment. So I know the analytical side, I know the budget, and I know how to make a creative campaign look hot. And I think that that's a rare person. I think sometimes you have creative people, sometimes you have analytical people, and I'm kind of all that in one. And I go in a meeting, I kill it, and then I leave. And then I have a team behind me to support the ongoing efforts to make the machine work.
That's amazing.
So
no, you're a powerhouse.
I'm trying,
No, that's awesome.
It's only because I really wanted to be in this business, and I felt like the only way I could do it is by myself. So I had to learn everything,
Yeah.
I never had an outlet to get me where I wanted to go. I just had to figure it out, and I had to build my own brand. So I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make it happen for others.
No, you're definitely an advertising and marketing queen. Yes,
She never
yes.
stops.
Thank you.
Definitely. Oh my God, you are inspiring. So inspiring. Yeah, no, you really are.
you.
Who are your biggest influencers, career-wise or personal?
Oh man, I love my mom is the best.
Oh yeah, I love her.
She loves
I feel like
you.
she brought us together.
She
Yeah,
did.
because she reminded me of my mom.
I know. And when we first met, you two just loved each other. She goes, Michelle, this is the friend you should have.
Aw.
She's like, this is the friend,
And moms always are right.
Yeah, Nonna doesn't say that often.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't
So
think
she's a hard
I don't know
judge.
if she ever says that, but she's tough on me with friends. She's like, don't hang out with this one and that one, but she loves you. And I think because they know who's in it for the right reasons, I think my mom's my biggest inspiration. She never thinks any of my ideas are too big. She never thinks I'm crazy. I think, there's just things I come up with on a daily basis that people wouldn't think of in a lifetime or 2 or 10. And I'm like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it. And I do it. And I think that's what makes her believe in me. And what I love about my mom, and what I love, because you have similar traits to this, and so do I. And I think it's that my mom believes in each kid's dream the way they want to believe in it. It's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I love that. I let my daughters be whoever they want to be.
Exactly. You don't
and
push them.
support them.
Right.
No.
You call me like, oh, my daughter's amazing at finance. She's going, to University of Michigan. That's a totally different path than Gia's taken, and you're so excited for both.
Yeah, and she's so private. She wants to be private.
Right.
And like private on social media, and I'm like totally fine with it. I respect that.
Yeah. That's how my mom is. You know, my one brother's at the end of his career, and he had a great run in banking, and I'm crazy in entertainment, and my other sister runs a restaurant. Like, we're all very different, but she supports us the same.
Yeah, no, that's...
So I think that's inspiring, for sure.
Actually, I feel like it's just our whole family. Like, everyone's just like, even though like they say we're crazy, it's like no one's saying we can't do it.
That's right. That's right.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, and you have like a great mentor.
I know. Well, I mean, I was her for Halloween 7 years in a row. Like, I feel like I've been training for this my whole life,
I
really.
love that.
So when
She's
I
a better
turned 19, she got me.
I did. I was like, let's do this. But Ashley's an amazing influencer. I mean, she's got, I don't know, 350,000 followers on TikTok. And that's no exposure. That's homegrown, you know, on her own. She has amazing ideas. You know, if content creation wasn't around, I don't know what exactly you'd do.
I'd kind of probably be screwed.
That is your job. But very creative, really super smart, best ideas I've seen, best editing, fast as hell. And just someone that like I can't do that job. I can be in a video and show up, but she's the machine.
Even Gia, I'm like, she's so quick at editing videos and doing her TikToks, and I'm like, how do you do it so quick? I can't.
I mean, once you do it, you do it. But I mean, like, as much as like the editing I have learned on my own, like you did kind of throw me into it. Like us starting that YouTube channel in high school, like that's where I started really editing like long form vlogs and stuff, like. Our summer vacations, like I'd film all of those.
We started a vlog called Good Life, and I was like,
"Oh, I love that!"
It was, because I was like, our life is so good. Like people need to know how great it is, and we just need to share positivity. So we started it, and like there's episodes that are like 5 hours long. I'm like, Ashley, are you done with the edit? She's like, it's been 7 minutes. I'm like 15.
I'm like, yeah, keep in mind, like this is my high school experience right here.
I'm like, I don't care. You got to get it done. And she's like, I used to like you, but I don't know.
That job kind of manifested into what we do now. So.
It is. Thank God there's short form video, or you'd be completely no. But you know, my reputation in business is I'm demanding. I expect a lot. People that work for me will have the best time of their life. I will bring them to the experiences that they would never, ever imagine otherwise. But I'm tough in the fact that I have a list and I expect it delivered on time and I want it to be done right. And Gabby can probably attest to that. I'm like, Gabby, where's the 17 things I talked about 5 minutes ago? And she's like, oh, I'm working on it. Yeah. But
no,
it's the most energetic, exhausted team. She does all the time. She has nightmares about Gabby.
But I'm not mean. I'm always kind.
No,
I'm always kind. I just want it to, like, I know what it takes to make things work, and we just got to do it.
That's good. And you're a good leader.
Yeah, got to make it happen.
You need that.
Yep.
You need someone pushing the needle
Oh
forward. Yeah. The needle. Exactly.
Oh my God, we can't even have a lunch without her being like, okay, what are your 10 goals for the next 5 years? Like we always have that talk.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm very goal oriented because I want to get to the next benchmark. Like I have a financial goal at home of what we want to hit, and then I have the next one. I have the next 5 years mapped out, and they're heavy, but I know we can do it. It's discipline. Discipline is everything in life. It's diet. It's finance. It's podcasting consistently. It's maintaining friendships, relationships. Discipline is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Amazing.
So 100%.
What advice would you give someone trying to build their own platform?
Personal branding is everything. I realized this 20 years ago. I think personal branding, if you're thinking about investing in anything to do with yourself, create your own brand. Don't start in a month. Start now. If you've had a feeling in your gut that you want to do X and it's been nagging you for 5 years, 10 years, 100 years. My mother-in-law, I met her. I'll never forget this. I walk in the door. She's Italian. And she's cooking up a storm. It's midnight. I come home from work. I was bartender when I was, 21. I come in and she's like, Michelle. She's like, I'm like, I'm hungry. And she's like, all right. So I sit down at the table again, midnight, just to take care of me because my mom worked nights. And she was like, I'm going to build a house. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And she's like, no, I have everything in my head of what I want, how I want it, when I want it. And she's like, I don't have the money yet, but I'm going to do it. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but okay. Now, 9/11 happens, okay, shortly thereafter this. They ended up signing a multi-million-dollar contract to clean up 9/11. They owned a cleaning company. And she goes, all right, I'm ready to build my house. I have the check. I have everything. She not only had the same check, it was kind of like she manifested every single aspect of this home, every single dollar. And I was like, you know what? You're like onto something. I thought you were crazy and I didn't say anything, but she really truly did. She ended up building like her dream home at 55 years old. So what? That was her dream home, even though her kids were grown.
Who cares?
And the home had so much love and so much care and so much thought because it was in her heart for so long. And I do believe if there's something that is in the pit of your stomach and that is what you want, start now. Build your personal brand. Whether it's front facing, whether it's not, take the time, create a deck, go online, go on ChatGPT. How do I do this? And figure it out and do it. We have every resource available. AI is bigger and better than ever. There's so many people that you can get help for cheap labor. Build your brand. Do it.
That's really...
And change the world and be iconic. And most of all, do it for you.
I love it.
Yep.
Love. Okay. Is there something your fans would be surprised to learn about you?
There's a lot of things. I don't know if I want to tell them that stuff, but well,
I'm like, I'm going through my list of her.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys don't even know.
I just think I'm tough at work. You know, I'm a sweetheart. I'm always kind, but I think that's interesting because people know me and I'm so nice. But I'm really like I'm a very list person, and I'm like, we got to get this. Hey, Ashley, did you get this? I know it drives the heck out of my people, but I know we produce the best stuff. I think the other things to know is like,
well, that's why you're successful.
Yeah, it is. It's part of the success, but it's also it's tough. I think my main priority is being a mom. I love my kids more than life. And you know, I think life is hard when you have to balance it all. I'm going to miss this time with them when they're little. So I do like to spend as much time as I can with them, but of course, like my career is also taking off, so I'm like in this battle of defining, you know, how much time to balance here and there. Something people wouldn't know about me. I don't know. I love chocolate. I don't know.
People know that.
I like chocolate and caramel.
I mean, you look like a teddy bear, but you're a tough cookie.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. And
which
you
got
to throw down sometimes
and you
put people in their place, because if not, you'll get walked all over. And people need to treat you with respect, period. That's how we're raised as Italians.
Yeah. No, my daughter just said that, and on my podcast, I had Gabriella on, and she's like, I learned, respect from, our family. You know, like that's the number one thing.
It is. And if they don't respect you, they don't deserve you. At the end of the day, and you say this, she's so good with boyfriends. You should have a boyfriend and they're not right, and she breaks them up, cuts them off, doesn't think about it. I could never do that. You're so strong. It's strong in that way.
I'd like for it to just not happen. Ideally, that would be better.
But I think it's important. You know, you need to learn the boundaries.
Respect yourself.
Yeah. I definitely do like respect my boundaries.
And know
That's
what
my
you
first
want.
thing.
Yeah. And don't let any.
Yeah, no. The only answer to disrespect is distance. I literally actually just posted that on TikTok today. Mm-hmm. That's so funny.
What did you post?
Like the only answer to disrespect is distance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's it. I think for women too, like empowering each other is important. I think people don't know how hard I go for other people. I literally go to the death for somebody that would never do that for me. And that's okay, because I'm here to be that person for other people. I don't need it reciprocated. God's been good to me. I have an amazing life. Whatever happens from that is fine. I do it because I care and I love it. And I literally will fight to the death to get someone whatever they want. I don't know how to explain it. If I have the resource and I can help somebody and I care about that person, it's happening, especially for other women. And Gabby, I spend a quarter of my day every day talking and helping others, I think. Right?
Oh my God. I feel like even when you meet people, it's in like your first breath. You're like, hi, nice to meet you. This is how I'm going to help you today. Like, that's literally how it goes. Like, you connect and collab.
I love that. That's how Louie is. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think in your new path of life, you're surrounding yourself with so many people that are just exploding. You have so many different things happening. You're in a whole different place than you were 5-6 years ago, and I can't wait to see what your brand turns into. So
I can't wait either. So
yeah,
we'll see.
100%.
What's next for you this year?
Ooh, that's a good question. I have a lot of irons in the fire. Some I can't talk about right now.
Okay,
but I I think we're going to be expanding Red. It's going bigger and better than ever. Working with Tony Hansen's team. He's incredible from Phoenix Studios. Expanding the marketing business in personal branding for others. That's what I really want to do. And I want to create with Tony a powerhouse media agency where instead of marketing for businesses, we're going to be the solution for celebrities, content creators, influencers who are looking to build their personal brand. So if they need a PR solution or they need to go to events, we're going to know those top events, top places, and top outlets to get people featured on. The podcast network, and having a one-stop shop, whether it's PR, media, marketing, social, digital for personal brands. That's ultimately what we want to expand to from the marketing side. Eventually, I'm going to have someone run that side of the business because I would like to go more into the entertainment side. But I'll always have an influence there, and I'll always know the right people to use so that we can move the needle ahead and keep the list going. Because that I can't give up ever.
Yeah, no, yeah, and you shouldn't. You're so good at it.
Thank you.
Okay, when do you feel like you had to turn the tables in your life?
Oh man,
I always ask everybody that question. Like,
I love it.
Yeah,
I think I have an amazing group of people that support me from my hometown, and it was very hard for me to leave that and say, okay, but I know I needed more and wanted more. And I was like, no, I got to get out of here. I have to film in the city. Is it cheaper for me to film in my town? Is it a better use of time? Do I know all the players? Could I have had every CEO in town on my show? Yeah, I could do that with my eyes closed, but I wanted to do something that was inspiring, iconic, and inspired other people to do the same. And I think the only way to do that was to take more risk, to travel more, to connect more, to go to more events, to spend more time building. And that was the time I had to turn the table. I left my nest and all my besties and all my favorite people for the last 41 years. And I said, now I'm going to take all that I learned and I'm going to go bring it to the world because it's what the world needs and it's what I need to live my full purpose.
Love it.
You did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting
Killed
there.
it. Oh, yeah.
Yep. This is the tip of the iceberg. Got a long way, but man, we're getting there.
Love it. Okay. We're going to have some fan questions now.
Okay.
Amanda from Hoboken, New Jersey. How do you handle people who doubt you?
Oh, geez. You really want me to answer that?
Yes.
9 times out of 10, I block them or I ignore them. Or, yes, I'm sweet as pie, but you got to throw down sometimes. Sometimes if people disrespect you or don't treat you right, you have to put them in their place, whatever that means. If people don't treat you right, you can't let them walk all over you. And that's just that,
Beautiful. Very well said.
Thank you.
Sam from Tampa, Florida. Have you had to completely start over in your career? Did you ever have to do that?
Yeah, I was at a bank. I made great money. I ran the marketing department. I thought I was going to be there for 20 years. I used to dress in a suit every day. And I ran that shit. And then I was like, all right, I'm bored. They don't want to grow to 2 billion. I had a show at the bank. That's how we grew, was through a show, like a Facebook show.
Like a talk show.
A Facebook talk show
I
called
loved
Wake
it.
Up with Rhinebeck Bank. It was the only this was way before a podcast. It was the only show that was like homegrown like that. It wasn't like everyone had a podcast at that point. This was like
It was cool.
it was cool, but
was a
if
cool
you look
idea.
at it now,
Well, compared to, yeah.
yeah. But I said to myself, well, I can completely start over with 3 kids and go into a world that is going to be risky and see where it takes me and build a real brand for myself, or I can continue on this path, make some good money, live an average life. And I was like, nah, I'm going for the gold. And now my husband's an entrepreneur. He owns several businesses. He's done very well in his life, has a great relationship with the bank, and that's part of the reason I work there. But he's recently sold everything off, and we're at a whole different point in life. We're 41, both of us, and just he's retired. I could be, but I don't want to be because I want to do this. And it's just a whole new world. It's been different for our relationship too, because we always worked and we're so busy and we just couldn't wait to be together on Friday night. Now we're together all the time, and just trying to make moves together. And it's different. It's great. I love it. It's different. Different chapter.
So
we both turned the tables this year.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, love that. All right, we'll have one more question. Leslie from Austin, Texas. What's your secret to staying confident on camera?
Oh. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of instilled in us. Like,
Yeah.
I think, like, just, like, always growing up is, like, who cares what anyone thinks? Like, people, like, I feel like people respond better, like, when you're just confident. Like,
Yeah.
being insecure is just, like,
I think,
a waste
like,
of youth.
a waste of youth.
And I feel like being on camera, you can't be insecure.
No.
Like you have to be confident.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it gets me, like, I'll say something and then, like, 2 hours later, I'll say something else and it sounds different, or I said it and I was like, well, I didn't mean it like that, or whatever happens. But at the end of the day, you're a person. We're all people. Who cares? Like, just let it rip. And
Yeah.
like my mom said that people will call you out on your bullshit. I don't care. To me, it's like my mom always said to me, she's like, I'm here in the corner cheering you on. Your whole 23 nieces and nephews are cheering you on. We're clapping no matter what you do. So that's just the way we've learned. It's kind of like we're naive and we just move on.
Honestly, basically, like, people say you're delusional, so you figure it out. And I feel like that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
No, but I love it. Yeah, it's good to be confident.
Yeah.
And like, especially, and you know what, you have a huge family
Yep.
that's very supportive of you.
Yeah. I can't wait for you to meet them all because I'm going to bring you on a Sunday dinner. I have to do it in doses because I don't want you to get overwhelmed.
I'm not kidding. No.
We're a lot.
I come from a small family, but my ex has a huge family.
Yeah, so you know.
Huge. Like, yeah, so there's like a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 11, there's 11 girls. Like, I had 4 girls. Joe's sister had 4 girls, and Joe's brother had 3 girls.
Oh my God.
So we have 11 girls. And then they have, like, my ex has so many cousins. So they have, I mean, we took a group picture on the show.
Stop.
Do you, like, I don't know if you ever,
oh my God, I
we
do.
all wore black.
I do, yes.
And with jeans. And that was Joe's
It was
immediate
huge.
family. It was, like, huge.
It's insane.
Yeah, we took that with, and his grandma wore red in the middle.
love
I
it.
think she wore red, and we all had black on. And it was
love
in
that.
our great room at our house.
Wow.
So we took that a long time ago. Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, he has a big family.
That's
So
awesome.
So
Half
you're not gonna
hours.
scare me away with
all right.
all this.
All right. We'll have
Yeah.
to. We'll
So
have,
this Sunday
we'll throw
it
her in
is,
the
yeah.
war. Yeah, we'll throw her in the ring.
Thank you so much for being on Turning the Tables. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe where you get your podcast. And Michelle, tell everybody where they can find you.
Sure, you can find me at Michelle Barone online on all platforms, and make sure you check out Michelle Barone Red. So excited, and you can find celebrity content there. So it's lots of fun. We talk about crazy shit.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. I love your energy,
yeah.
both
Love
of
you.
you, Ashley. You
Thank
guys
you.
are amazing.
You
So-
too.
So yeah, make sure you check out Red.
Thank
I
you.
love it. All right.
Love
Thank
you,
you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm turning the tables. I'm turning the tables. Let's go. I know you love my style. I'm gonna make them smile. I am the one to win. Keeping them all to win. I'm turning the tables. I'm turning the tables.